you go to the gym, you want to get a good workout, but you went too heavy, you tried too many reps, what do? Just sit at the bottom and die? This is when you need a good spotter. Not just any spotter, a well-informed spotter.
A spotter may have all the best intentions in the world, but without proper technique, a spot can ruin a rep, injure the athlete, or even injure themselves.
How many times have you not gotten the spot when you needed it? Stuck at the bottom of a rep, wondering if you were going to get out. Or maybe you had a spotter and then they got distracted, changing the music, maybe talking to a friend. Don't be that spotter. Always pay attention and follow these steps to ensure that you and your lifting partner get the best out of each other.
In the perfect world, it is best to choose a spotter who has similar abilities to yourself. In our example, Dan and Kaden are similar in weight and height and have comparable strength. That makes them perfect spotters for each other. The most important role a spotter can play in the gym is by paying close attention to their partner during their work sets. Your music selection or a longtime friend can wait until you and your partner are done.
Another key component of spotting is communication. Good, effective communication between athlete and spotter is crucial in the gym. Letting each other know how many reps you are aiming for is important so that the spotter is aware of your goals.
If all else fails and you don't have a partner to spot you, do not be afraid to ask for help. Most gyms will have weight room attendants that are more than willing to come spot for you.
Most of the time, lifters will ask for a lift-off while performing the bench press. In order to do this, approach the bar and place your hands inside the athlete's hands. Wait for their cue, typically indicated by a countdown. Pull up as the athlete pushes the barbell off the rack into the starting position. Pay close attention to the athlete as they perform their repetition.
You may need to keep your hands close, but make sure to not touch the bar until they ask for help. It is not a team lift. If the athlete calls for help, typically by shouting spot, grab the bar using a mixed grip, meaning one hand is pronated and the other is supinated. Lift the bar straight up following the athlete's typical bar path and re-rack the weight.
I do this all day. 3, 2, 1. Stop.
The back squat is one of the heaviest lifts, which can also make it the most dangerous. Having a good spotter is crucial for the safety of everyone involved. For additional safety, make sure that you use a rack that has safety pins, or in our case, a tether, just as precaution. Unlike the bench press, back squat does not have a lift-off stage to the lift. Instead, the spotter waits for the athlete to unrack the weight and move into position. The spotter should close the space between athlete and reach their arms through the sides. If the weight begins to slow down or comes to a complete stop, the spotter needs to interfere with the lift and assist the athlete. Do not pull them back into you. The athlete or weight could fall onto yourself and potentially cause serious injury.
In the front squat, the athlete has the weight in the front of their neck. While the spotting is the same for most part, an important consideration is the athlete's elbows. If they begin to cave around their back, it may be helpful to place your hands on their upper arms or forearms to keep them in an upright position. Dumbbells can offer variations and muscle adaptations to stabilizing muscles that barbells can neglect. For dumbbell bench press, it is important that the spotter is available to help the athlete get into the starting position. Similar to the bench press, it is important to keep your hands close and ready. If the athlete begins to struggle, it is important to spot the wrists, not the elbows.
If you have more than one spotter available, follow the same steps as before, but instead place 2 of the spotters on the sides of the barbell. These spotters should not touch the bar unless the main spotter grabs it. Side spotters are there to assist in re-racking the weight if needed. Similar to the bench press, the back squat uses 3 spotters to make sure that the weight does not tip to one side.
Thank you for watching our video, and we hope that you learned how to be a successful spotter in these 2 foundational lifts. Remember, always pay attention to the athlete and spot them in a way that helps both of you be successful in the weight room.